Hello everybody, welcome to Stories from the Whispering Wood, a place where we share tiny tales for big imaginations and meet up with all our friends that live and play in that magical place called the Whispering Wood. I'm your story friend, John. Are you ready for today's adventure? Then let's begin. Our adventure today is from an area just off the Whispering Wood in a place called the Green Meadows. This adaptation is based on the original public domain work by Thornton W. Burgess, published in 1913. Certain elements have been thoughtfully modified to suit contemporary children and listening audiences while preserving the spirit and intent of the original story. So let's get to our story. Is everybody comfortable? Yes? Then let's begin today's story.
Chapter 8. Granny Fox Takes Care of Reddy. When Reddy Fox got home, he was sore. His back hurt, and his nose hurt, and he smelt really bad, too. He had had the hardest kind of work to get far enough ahead of Bowser the Hound to mix his trail up so that Bowser couldn't smell and follow him. He had limped home, big tears running down his nose, although he tried hard not to cry. Moaned Reddy Fox as he crept in at the doorway of his home.
"What's the matter now, Reddy? And what's that awful smell?"
asked Granny Fox, who had just woken up from a sun nap.
I've got hurt,
said Reddy Fox, and began to cry harder. Granny Fox looked at Reddy.
"What have you been doing now? Tearing your clothes on a barbed wire fence? Or trying to crawl through a bull-briar thicket? And what is that awful smell? I should think you were big enough by this time to look out for yourself," said
Granny Fox crossly, as she came over to look at Reddy's hurts.
"Please don't scold. Please don't, Granny Fox,"
begged Reddy, who was beginning to feel sick to his stomach. Granny Fox took one look at Reddy and knew right away what had happened. She made Reddy stretch himself out at full length, and then she went to work on him, washing him with the greatest of care and combing his fur till it was shiny again. She was very gentle, was old Granny Fox, as she washed away all the smelly places and tried to soothe all the bruises, but all the time she was at work her tongue flew. And that wasn't gentle at all. Oh my, no. There was nothing gentle about that. You see, old Granny Fox is wise and very, very sharp and shrewd. Just as soon as she saw Reddy's hurts, she knew that they were made by somebody throwing awful smelly fruit at him. And that meant that Reddy Fox had been careless, or he never would have been where he was in danger of being attacked.
"I hope this will teach you a lesson,"
said Granny Fox.
"What are your eyes and your ears and your nose for? To keep you out of just such trouble as this. A little fox must use his eyes, or get someday a sad surprise. A little fox must use his ears and know what makes each sound he hears. A little fox must use his nose and try the wind where'er he goes. A little fox must use all three, to live to grow as old as me."
Granny Fox's eyes narrowed thoughtfully.
"Summer is no time for men to hunt foxes,"
she mused aloud.
"Unless—"
She paused, listening to Blacky the Crow's raucous call from the treetops. A slow smile spread across her wise old face.
"Ah, Blacky has been at the corn again. Farmer Brown's boy wasn't waiting for you at all. He was lying in wait for a thieving crow when you happened by."
Reddy's ears burned with shame, for he knew the truth. He'd been showing off, strutting too near the farm in daylight after snatching the boy's prize chicken. But he held his tongue, letting Granny's clever conclusion stand. Granny nodded satisfied.
"Let this be a lesson, then. Even in summer, tread lightly. Another mischief can become your misfortune."
And with that, the matter was settled. Reddy slunk away a little wiser, and Granny returned to her den, content that the puzzle had been neatly solved. And this is the end of The Adventures of Reddy Fox.
And that is the end of our story, The Adventures of Reddy Fox. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Our next story is from the series of books entitled Tales from the Whispering Wood. The first story from that series is The Last Acorn. I really hope that you will be with us tomorrow night for the first chapter in our story. Until then, thanks for listening.